Hello. It's me. Hey, it's been over a week. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna have to. I can't talk. I'm gonna have to get up on the ladder to show you the next one. So this week we're going through all the Sacramento collections, and there's a lot of them. I think there's 5 or 6. In fact, I need to get my phone to go through them all. But the first one we're gonna do, you see that white banker's box up there in the top? That's where I'm going. So here, stay tuned. All right. Sorry if you have to look at my waist. I'm dressed scantily today because it's 104 degrees outside. These are the done ones from the collection we're going to right now. All right, so we are going to go look at Anonymous number 2's collection first. Now, Anonymous number 2 does not want to be identified clearly with the name Anonymous, but he is still prominent and active in Sacramento music scene, along with Anonymous 1. There is a ton of, I'd say, hundreds of demos and local band tapes within this collection. There are, I know you can't really see, but there's the Baker's box here, there's another one on top of it, there's another one here. I think that might be done. But you can kind of see, like, I'll come over here and show you just a few. The Dig EP. These aren't all local tapes, but a lot of them are, because local musicians would send this person a bunch of tapes in order to be considered for certain things. Abiosis, The Virus, Sent by Billy. Sent by Billy is the gentleman from the mattress ads. Tell him Billy sent you. He was in the band. Bracket, the Giant Midget EP. That might be officially released. I'm not sure. Fatso Jetson. Joyride. I mean, it's endless. Like, the amount of stuff. There's an Elliott Smith tape here that's just like a generic UDS 246. Don't know if it's demos. So it's kind of endless up here. There's hundreds of tapes up here from Anonymous number 2 that we will be going through at the rate of about once a month. Mostly local, sometimes national bands, and a lot of just unheard, unsurfaced stuff. All right, the next one is really cool, and I should have moved these VHS tapes. I pulled out a Jason Ross tape to post today and forgot to put them back. But underneath these, in fact, you know what? I'm going to grab the camera. Be right back. That right there is Anonymous 2's stuff. I just pulled that one stack of stuff just right there, but there's like boxes full of stuff there that we will get to. This is Ken Dose's, a fraction of Ken Dose's collection. Last week I went over to Ken's house and borrowed a bunch of tapes, and I've already started digitizing them. There are mini discs that come from, I believe it is Jeff Melendez. And then there are just an absolute ton of audio and video tapes, mostly audio. You see here, there's a box full of demos here. But once again, a lot of SAC stuff, some stuff that's outside of SAC, but just a lot of stuff that's taped off of KDVS as well. In fact, some of the stuff I recently digitized is all the KDVS stuff. But again, just an endless numbskulls. Look at that. An endless amount of stuff to be digitized and posted. Oh wow, I think I had the Jesus and Dinosaurs demo myself, but you can see, I mean, like, there's 8 boxes, I think 8, something like that. But we will be starting these posts this weekend with Ken's stuff. What's this? This is a Yamos tape at Matt Eric's. Wow. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff to come there. All right, let me walk over to... Uh-oh, did I pull out? No, I didn't. Okay, great. Sorry, almost a technical difficulty. All right, so let me pull out my phone, because I have this stuff listed and I don't want to miss anybody. Dal, we just heard from Dal today with the Authorities demo. Or I guess by the time I post this, it'll be yesterday. But you can kind of see I got quite a bit of Dal stuff done, but I'd say less than 25%. All these tapes that were in here are the ones that are up here and done. But you can see from Dal's stuff, big on Sacramento and Stockton, since Dal was from Stockton before he came to Sacramento and eventually started up Phono Select. So you can kind of see a lot of great stuff that's pretty much exclusively Sacramento. And also that Authorities one that I just passed by, that's a different one than the Authorities I posted today. And there's Straw Dogs tape. I think that might be the Straw Dogs with Mr. Malkmus in the band. I think. I'm not sure. So that's Dal's collection, small but mighty. I shouldn't call it small. There's probably 80 or 100 tapes there. Okay, so the next one is Anonymous number 1. Now, here, let me turn off the AC. It's probably annoying. All right, so Anonymous 1 has been my friend, probably my best friend since 1987. We go to shows quite a bit together. And you can see that, unfortunately, a lot of his stuff got tossed out about 20 years ago, but a lot of his masters and very, how should I put it, very uncommon traded shows are here. So you can kind of see a lot of early punk. He's the guy that audio taped Mudhoney at Cattle, Nirvana at Cattle, which actually clubbed me here, but yeah, it's Cattle. Red Hot Chili Peppers at Danceteria, Gilman shows, you name it. So I'm not, I'd say I'm probably 25 to 30% done with his stuff. But yeah, still a lot to go. And also, like a lot of this stuff, like you see that Movie Stars at Gilman, I videotaped that, he audio taped it, so there's a lot of opportunity for us to bring that stuff together, right? To take the audio and make it, merge it with the video to make it have a better audio track. All right, so this here is Dennis Newhall's collection. You know that Gordo reel that we did with all the commercials? It's right there. But there's also like the KZAP air checks, the woodwork demo, all that stuff is right here. And there's also more reel-to-reels for me to digitize of his. There's also some U-matic tapes back there that I need to hand back very soon that are not to be given out, but they're really cool and really rare, and hopefully they will see the light of day soon. Those are also all his here, hard drive and some smaller reels. So, so stay tuned for that. All right, next. See all that stuff? So this studio was already full. And then Anthony Sino came and said, hey, we have Tony Passarel's tapes and we need somewhere for them to go. And so, he was a pillar of the free jazz and Sacramento music scene. So those are all of Tony Passarel's tapes, and they go all the way back on this rack. So there's like probably 500 tapes. One of the bigger collections that has been dropped over here. And so we will be seeing Passarel performances and associated performances for decades to come. Okay, let me stop here. Let me go look at my phone. Where's my phone? Sorry, this one's way less organized. This is my vinyl, by the way, and also original artwork of Cliff Burton, wood art, original flyers from Sacramento. So yeah, Sac Music Archive, I always talk up the tapes and stuff because I can actually share those easily, but there's a lot more than that. Damn it, I'm forgetting somebody. Aha, yeah, that's who it was. So this last one, I don't know if it's really considered a Sacramento collection or not. Scotty Slam, Scott Capizano. Scotty was, he was born and raised in Sacramento. He was in Panther. He was in the early versions of Red Rum, including that one that I showed the flyer of. This is his collection here. It's a lot of LA stuff, but also some Sacramento stuff. You see Mimes here, which is a band that started in Sacramento. He's got some Borman 6, which is a Sac band. But also, you've seen a lot of the glam type stuff that I've been posting. That's a lot of LA-based stuff. So that's that. Next week we'll be back at you with more of the collections from other bands, people from like out of town collections, musicians that have dropped their collections here. So we'll do that next week. Then the following week will probably be the last one, and that'll just be everything else that kind of didn't fit or that I missed. So stay tuned. Thank you for listening to me babble about this crop. I kind of have fun with it. All right, see you soon.